Dozens of Minnesota schools walked out of their classrooms in a coordinated protest against racial injustice. And with me now is Nekima Levy Armstrong, civil rights attorney and former president of the Minneapolis NAACP, and Michelle Norris, contributing columnist for the Washington Post. She's a native of Minneapolis and grew up 10 blocks from where George Floyd was killed. Thank you both for being here. I do want to go to Nekima first. Right now, as we are, we saw earlier our Megan Fitzgerald, our NBC reporter, was talking about the crowds that are gathering. We're showing some of that now. I don't see a lot of police sort of bearing down on them, which is a relief. But we do know that thousands of National Guard members are out there somewhere in fatigues. They're stationed on street corners. Businesses are boarding up. They are surrounded by razor wire. I'm reading here. You have Twin Cities residents indoors are under curfews. You've got the curfews and you've got all of these sort of concerns about quote unquote law and order. Give me a sense of what the mood is. And because I just assume that everyone is holding their breath, waiting to be disappointed and devastated by this verdict because of the way police verdicts against police usually go. What is the mood?
Well, I'm here right now outside of the government center where a large protest is being held. And rather than sit back and wait for the verdict, we're continuing to press forward in the fight for justice. That's how we got here. If it weren't for people taking to the streets, shutting down freeways, disrupting government meetings and press conferences, Derek Chauvin never would have been charged for killing George Floyd, along with the 3 other officers who did so. Neither would the officer who killed Daunte Wright just over a week ago. And so we know we can't sit back and wait on a system that unfortunately has shown that it does not typically deliver justice to Black people who have been killed by police.
Right. And we know that, the Mohamed Noor case was the exception. This was a Black police officer who was convicted of killing a white tourist from Australia. And Michelle, this is your hometown. It does feel like we're going through this exercise where if there is something other than a conviction, then there are 3 other officers who go on trial, and one would hope that one would think that they'll go in a similar direction. Let me let you listen to this. Is Kimberly Handy Jones, and she went off on the acting police chief. His name is Tony Gruning, and I believe she's also had an experience with losing a family member to police violence. Take a listen.
I'm just really concerned that the acting chief here, he can't wrap his head around that. What went on with Daunte Wright? I wrap my head around it every day. You can't wrap your head around it. But you go home and you wrap your arms around your kids every day. Every day. I'm going to need you to wrap your mind around it. I'm going to need you to get in tune. I'm going to need you to put your boots on the ground and act like you care about Black, brown, and indigenous bodies.
Michelle, Jonathan Capehart wrote a piece over this weekend that said being Black in America is exhausting. I heard and felt her exhaustion. I think we all feel this exhaustion. Let me let you talk about this. This is your hometown.
It's exhaustion. It's anxiety. It is palpable fear. When you talk about, what's happening in Minneapolis, you can't drive a block without seeing National Guardsmen on the corners. They're literally tearing up the streets to prevent people from getting downtown, literally like taking jackhammers to the streets. And that's what I think a lot of people feel in Minneapolis about what's happening to their heart. It's been a jackhammer to the heart to see this happen. And this will happen 3 more times, as you noted. It's not just this case. The prosecutor said that the police department is not on trial. A lot of people do feel like it is. And a lot of people feel like perhaps this is the moment that people who have not paid attention to this will finally understand what one officer did to an entire city. And you could perhaps say an entire state, because there's not a person who lives in Minneapolis or the Twin Cities who is not impacted by this in some way. And you could almost say that about the entire nation. And it's time that we take a look at what's happening in policing and take a look at the attitudes that lead to this and the training that leads to this. I take Governor Walz at his word when he says that Minneapolis will change. I think it probably will, but there are 18,000 police departments around the country.
Yeah.
And the question is, what kind of change will you see, not just in Minneapolis, but everywhere else in the country? Because we keep seeing this. It's like living in Groundhog Day. You know, since the 29th of March, 64 people have died at the hands of law enforcement officers. Something is wrong with the system.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.